Man, that's some kind of camera.
My kids just love these doodads.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know.
I just want to hear. I just want to hear your
They
stories.
call them electronics, not doodads.
Call them what you like.
That's right.
They work.
The stories.
Big boy toys.
Big boy toys.
It works.
Yeah. I was just telling them a while ago, when I got to where I was at overseas, all at once, when I really found out where I was at, I was right there with Douglas MacArthur.
Really?
But I never did see him. There was guards around there, and the guards were kind of ragtag. They were just slouching around there. I didn't hardly realize that they were guards, but they were his guards. But I wasn't there very long.
I don't want to drink too much.
So was this in the Philippines when you come back already, or after you left?
I just got there. The war was just over, or just practically over before I got there. And but this is a little island.
Tell him the name of it.
Dagupan.
Okay.
Dagupan, I think that was right.
Have you ever heard of that?
I haven't heard of that one.
I don't think anybody else ever has.
Was it in the Marianas? Is that where it was at? Or, you know?
It's in the Philippines.
In the Philippines.
Yeah. And so then it was the atomic bombs had been dropped.
Right.
Because I came through there, going and coming, and it was the biggest bunch of nothing you could ever imagine. Just wasn't anything. Just and if somebody way over a hill would be walking towards us, it'd just be a little puff of dust to start with, and here they would come. They walked all through that dust.
Yeah, radioactive dust.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. And a friend of mine, Shorty Carlton, we'd get together. He was there too, but he was there before me. He said they came there after at Nagasaki, and they pitched their tents around the edge of this, the very outer edge. They didn't know that radioactive dust, what it was. And so he and I would get together, and we would look at these knots around on us. And we always thought they'd mount some, but they never have. They took 3 of them off of him one time and tested them, and they was all right. So then I quit worrying about these few little bit on me.
Yeah.
But
I didn't know you had knots on you.
Yeah, I got some knots on me. But they never did amount to anything. I've always had enough other things.
So that's it. Oh.
Yeah. There's another little.
How long you had those?
Oh, I don't know. I thought I had them after I come back. As soon as I come back. But anyway, but he's got a bunch of them. And I told him he had the most because he was there the longest. He was there the quickest, but that wasn't the way it worked out. But we was talking about it just the other day at church.
And both of you is he as old as you?
He likes 2 years being older than I am.
You're 87 and he's 85.
I think so.
And so you
Yeah. But
still live through that.
Lyman came home from Michigan and changed my address. And I told him, I said, don't do that. I want to leave from Dexter. But we were both working up there. So he came home. He said, you need to get your address changed. I said, no, leave it there. He came home, did just like he wanted to. Changed my address. And they hunted for me for a couple of years. And that saved me that much time. It did.
Had the FBI after him and everything.
Oh yeah, they was getting very serious with it. And when I got that letter, don't think I didn't burn up the road to Bloomfield.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
I knew that for years.
I didn't know. I'd heard about that.
Yeah, he sure did it to me.
He was just trying to save you from having to go.
Well, no, he thought I ought to be getting my mail. I believe that's what he thought. He'd always helped me backwards. But I would have drop kicked him if I'd have known it right at the time. But he was overseas then, one time he caught up with me. And so then they got me and I was real busy. I never thought of it anymore till I got back. But it was pretty serious because they thought I was just hiding out.
Hiding from the draft.
Yeah. There's a lot of that done, but I
But the
didn't.
war was over as you were on the ship going over.
Yeah, I believe that's right.
Mhm.
I think it was over just about before I got there.
Mhm.
But it just seemed like they was just fooling around. Like they went ahead and got us over there quickly. So kept on and on.
But when those bombs were dropped, well, then they were ready.
Oh yeah. Definitely they was ready to give up. We pulled up there to go to the next island from Nagasaki, and it was right against the wall there where this railroad station was at. And just one side of it is all that was there. And then against this wall there, where there's some vegetation, one side of it,
Brick wall?
I don't remember, one side of it was, no, it was some kind of flowers or, anyway, one side of it was dead and the other side was alive.
That's
I
strange.
remember that. And there was a dead man there in the station there. Nobody bothered to pick him up. He was still there when we left. We came through there, and we drove our trucks down there and onto this little old ship. It held quite a few of our trucks. Well, maybe might have been all of them. But then we went over to the next island, which was Shikoka Island, and we stayed over there a while. And the Scottish Highlanders came in there. That's this group there, and
Playing their bagpipes.
well, they had a parade, and I believe maybe there probably was bagpipes there,
Yeah.
but it was Scottish Highlanders. Then we were together a little while, and I found out they would steal. Anything they could get, they would steal.
That's not good.
They didn't have anything.
Oh.
They had pretty good uniform, but they was. I got real close to one of them. Doggone it. But anyway,
Did he steal from you?
Huh?
Did he steal from you?
I believe he did. I didn't never catch him, but I'm pretty sure he did. But he came and ate with me. I took him to chow, and they were living on just rations. And I asked him how he liked it. He said, "No bloomin' tay." No tay. So I didn't appreciate that too much at the time, but I finally understood what he meant. No tea.
Yeah.
But it was I believe maybe at Thanksgiving. We had a good meal at that time, and so I got a hold of him and took him to chow with me. And see, when they left,
Anybody want anything to drink, or anybody anything?
No. I got it last time.
we had,
How about that?
no, thank you.
We just made some tapioca pudding. Some
Okay.
pudding for lunch, or
All right. That'll be
I
fine.
have some of that chicken left over from the other day. I'm making some if you're hungry.
Little bit.
We'll
try
try what?
Whatever you're making out of that chicken. I'm easy.
Well, she's a blessing, isn't she?
Oh, yes. I don't know what I would have done without her.
Just think the people that don't have anybody. Just think. The reason I said those people would steal, I had came across a warehouse there where there was a bunch of parts, rifle parts, pistol parts, and so forth. And of course, I wasn't above taking a few things myself, so I gathered up those parts. They were all separate pieces.
Mm-hmm.
And of course the barrels, why, I had to get them separate. But I filled some sacks up with those parts and put them up on a shelf where we were at. And this good old buddy of mine, he come in and I fixed him up with enough parts to make him a pistol and something. So then,
And that's the only. See, I can make.
no, thank you.
I got a bunch of chicken left over. I'll warm that up and make some stuff you guys can.
We'll go out and eat, honey. We don't